Hey team, welcome back to day three, and today we're going to be talking about finding your voice, which is really important. Um, Social media is a massive medium for being able to reach people, which we've never really had before in history. You'd need TV and mainstream billboards to be able to reach the kind of mass market, whereas now, because of social media, if we're engaging and if we're providing value, there's a reason for other people who otherwise wouldn't have contact with us to be able to be exposed to our message. And for me, over the past couple of years since I've been doing it, I found it powerful. It's enabled me to connect with people I never would have potentially otherwise have met. And I've met some amazing people through social media and like yourselves. So I would say, in terms of the whole social media world, the first thing is defining your message. So today's task is for you to sit down with a piece of paper and a pen, and then number the piece of paper 1 to 10, and then think about what 10 interests you have. What are 10 things that kind of describe you? So for me, it might be I'm a Sikh, I'm a dad, I like fitness and health, I'm an osteopath, I live in Slough, which um, some people some people would say is a bad thing, but those are kind of differentiators between me. And sometimes you might feel like, well, why would anybody want to listen to me? Um, and that's a common feeling that we all have, regardless of uh, how valuable our message is or not. So when you have those differentiators, you're going to have your tribe out there. You're going to have people who are, for me, who are Singhs, who are in my age bracket, who live in my area, who also have kids. And when I put out posts which are focused on those topics, they're going to touch those people. And in touching those people, it's going to enable me to build trust with those people and build a relationship with them and be able to add value to them and help them further down the line. But the first point is defining your message. And it's really important to do this so that whenever you're producing a post, you can go back through a list of 10 and think, is this in line with who I am and the kind of people that I'm trying to reach, which is somebody who has an interest in these 10. So for me, if it's a dad and it's a meme related to positive parenting, and it's focused on dads, that's going to be something that I'm going to think, wow, I should follow this because it's really relevant to me. If it's related to fitness and it's fitness for Singhs, for example, then I'm going to think, wow, that's relevant to me. I should follow this person and listen to what they have to say. So you want to think of being that person for other people. So you've got to identify what your strengths are and what your interests are. The opposite to this is looking at people who are famous or doing better than us on social media, and and then I say that with a bit of distaste because it doesn't. The numbers can be really deceptive on how well someone's doing on social media. What really matters is what are they aiming for and what is their return on investment in terms of their time and reaching the outcome for what they're aiming for. So not how many millions of followers somebody has. But if I just skip that rant, my point was, if you try and look at people who are doing really well and you try and mold yourself around their message or post like them, it won't sound like you, it won't be authentic, and you won't connect with the people who really need you and who are like you. So you definitely have to find your own voice, and in the business world, that's called copywriting. And the best copywriters in the world, from reading books on it and listening to podcasts, say that it's a bit of a false profession, because if you're creating a voice for a brand, the only person who can do that is the person in the brand because it's their voice. It's very difficult to mimic somebody's voice. So even within the team, we will have a different approach, a different style, different priorities, different values, different interests, and so our voice will be very different. And it's important for us to find our voice and stay true to our voice. So do note down those 10 things and then keep them somewhere so that you can refer back to them, because everything you do on social media is going to be around those 10 points.